Yeah. I say, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, the burning bush told me just the other day that I should come over here and say, got to get my people out of Pharaoh's hand and lead them over to the promised land. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, all of God's people came to the Red Sea with Pharaoh's army coming after me. I raised my rod, stuck it in the sand, and all of God's people walked across dry land. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, all of Pharaoh's army was coming too. So what do you think that I did do? I raised my rod and cleared my throat. And all of Pharaoh's army did the dead man's float. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, that's the story of the stubborn goat. Pharaoh should have known that chariots don't float. The lesson is simple, it's easy to find. When God says go, you better in mind. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Good afternoon, KidZone kids. We are so glad to have you with us today. We're starting a new theme this month, and I have my cowboy hat on because we got a cowboy theme. That wasn't really a cowboy theme, but we are starting a series called On the Trail. And next week we're going to try to have a new creative song that has to do with that. But the reason I sang that Pharaoh, Pharaoh is because we're going to be talking a lot about Moses and how he had to deal with Pharaoh. And next up, we're going to introduce to you our famous KidZone teacher. Here she is. Let's hear it for Miss Debbie!
In a minute.
There we go. All right, we're back.
So we were hoping to have a family up here, and this week was going to be this charming young fellow, Anthony, and his mom, Patty. But about 3 o'clock, I got a text saying Anthony was bitten by a pit bulldog.
Ooh.
He's okay, I think. Sure he is. He's going to go get checked out, making sure he's okay. So we want Anthony, you're in our prayers, buddy. We miss you. And get well, and we will see you soon. So, that saying, you're going to have to put up with just Ernie Austin and I, but you have done that for about 22 weeks. So hopefully you don't mind another week of us going trio. So I'm going to put Anthony's picture over here real quick, and we're going to get right into our opening activity. Now, Austin, can you get in front of me so you can see? And kids out there, I hope you can respond and see. The thing about this activity is, Austin, you want to sit right here so I can talk to you and the camera, it'd be great, is you have to listen to these clues and pictures, because in today's story, you were going to be seeing these pictures throughout the story. This activity is called Zoom Out. Zoom Out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show Austin and everybody at home picture. But at first it's going to be really close. And we're going to see if you can figure it out by just that. Now we'll give you a hint each time. The first hint, you're stuck. Okay, hold on. Look, he's stuck there, Dad. Can you put the camera down? And his arm, his leg is in the technical difficulties. Here we go. So here comes the first picture. It is usually orange. But if you know,
Fire.
you know what? Austin says fire. Oh my goodness, fire. You might have it. You might have one in your house.
A fire?
Well, we don't want a fire. Hopefully not a fire burning the house down.
A burning bush.
But, okay, burning bush, right? It's usually very hot. You may or may not have one of these in your house. Okay? Ernie looks very confused.
I am.
Bonfire.
So, here we go. Now we're all going to know what this
A
is.
bonfire.
It's a fire
Firewood?
place.
Fireplace.
A fire, very good. Fireplace. Okay, this next one is usually be made of wood. Okay, made of wood. Okay? You might see an older person, not to put old people down, but an older person make use of this to help
A
them
cane?
walk. Or you might use it.
A rod?
Hiking. You know what this is?
A stick. A cane.
Cane. Let's see. It is a cane. Remember, boys and girls, all these pictures are going to be in today's story. So you're going to be looking for all these. Okay, Austin? So far, we got a fire, a cane. This next one is sometimes it can be dangerous. Dangerous.
A fire alarm.
You know, fire alarm can be dangerous. It doesn't have any legs.
A snake.
Austin says a snake. Does anybody out there have a clue? The last hint is a reptile.
A snake. Good guess,
snake.
Austin.
And Miss Debbie doesn't like snakes. I don't care if they're quote unquote friendly snakes. No snakes, no thank you. But be watching, and there might be a snake in our story today, right? This next one, I gotta get my food, is usually very comfortable.
A bed.
Bed, Austin said the bed, but back in the Bible days, I don't think they really had a comfortable bed like we sleep in today,
Sleeping bag?
right? Sleeping bag, okay? Anybody got a clue? It says
A tent?
usually, a tent, good. Usually wear it on your feet.
Rock.
Crocs. Austin says Crocs.
Sandals.
Oh, sick. Ernie says sandals. And you wear them a lot in the summertime.
Flip flop.
Sandals, flip-flops. Great. Everyone did an awesome job at answering all those questions. And remember today, in our story, be looking for all those pictures that are going to be throughout the story. All right? So we're going to be, so we're going to clean up this, scoot it to the side, and we're going to get ready to do our opening song. It's going to sound a lot like Beach Blast. I'll put it back here, Dad. It's going to sound a lot like Beach Blast, but, whoa, hold on. But it's not Beach Blast, okay? So we're going to move it up some. And Ernie, if you could just stay behind me, make sure we're not heads are not cut off or anything. When you lock, don't need that yet. I'm going to hand it to you. Remember, I'll hand you the props as we need them. Now, Miss Debbie had been working hard trying to learn the motions. So, you know, you can follow along with us and make your own moves up. Whatever is fine. Stop this time, buddy. Lesson 1. On the trail of the Exodus of Israel. This is very comfortable, because now we're going to go into our Bible story. Here we go. I'm going to scoot this down. Thank you, everyone's watching. Patton Carter's watching. Hello, hello, and Carol's watching. Here we go. Turn it up some. Throw it up. Here we go. We're going to meet our I think our main point is going to be first. Let's see. Okay, when the music stops, already all said, I obey God because I trust Him. So today's lesson is all about obeying God and trust Him. Trust God. He loves you. He will not steer you wrong. And we're going to see later in today's Bible story about trusting God in difficult times even.
Well, howdy there, partners. Won't you all up and join us for Bible Stories by the Campfire? Howdy, and welcome to Bible Stories by the Campfire. Today, we're going to talk about trust and how we show God we trust Him when we obey. Now, our story starts in the Bible, in the book of Exodus, chapters 3 and 4. You see, Moses was a shepherd. He'd been a shepherd for 40 years. That means he hung out with a bunch of sheep. He made sure they had food, water, and that they all stayed together. And he did this every single day. One day, something really special happened. See, Moses was out with the sheep when all of a sudden he saw a bush that was on fire. Now, the strange thing was that even though the bush was on fire, it wasn't burning up. It just kept on burning. Well, Moses decided to get a closer look at this bush. And that's when things got really strange. Well, Moses heard a voice from inside the bush. It was God talking to him. God told Moses to take off the shoes because he was standing on holy ground. And then God told Moses he had a plan for him. He wanted Moses to go to Egypt and talk to the Pharaoh. Now, the Pharaoh was king of the whole country. And God wanted Moses to tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites go. Pharaoh had been using the Israelites as a slave. And God wanted to use Moses to help him. Moses was scared. You see, he'd been to Egypt before. In fact, he used to live there. And he knew that there was a huge country with lots of people. He knew how powerful the Pharaoh was. He had run away from Egypt, and he didn't want to go back. And Moses was worried, too. And after all, he was just a shepherd. He took care of a bunch of sheep. This was something a lot bigger and harder. God told Moses that he wouldn't be alone. God would be with him the whole time. Moses was scared that the people wouldn't listen to him. So God told Moses to throw his staff on the ground. He did, and it turned into a snake. Well, Moses was just about to run away when God told Moses to pick that snake up. And when he did, it turned right back into a staff. God told him to do this again to the people, and they listened to him. Well, Moses was still worried. He told God he had trouble speaking. And God told him that he would help him to speak, and he would teach Moses what to say. But even though God kept giving Moses the help he needed, Moses was still scared. He even asked God to please send someone else to do the job. Once again, God helped Moses. He told Moses that he would send his brother Aaron to help, because Aaron was a good speaker. Moses trusted that God would help him, and he obeyed him. So Moses left for Egypt. See, Moses showed God he trusted him by obeying him. Even though Moses was scared, even though he was worried, he still obeyed. Same goes for you. You show God you trust him when you obey. That's all the time we have for now. See you next time on Bible Stories by the Campfire. Thank you for joining us for Bible Stories by the Campfire. Y'all come back now? You hear?
So what's today's main point? I obey God because I trust Him. Sometimes it's hard to obey. We don't think it's going to work out, but you got to have faith and trust. Because God will never steer you wrong. Our Bible verse today is, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. That means if you trust God with all your heart and don't depend on what you want to do, what you think is best, trust Him and He will show you the way every time. Steer on God's path. To see where we're going to go.
Yeah, certainly is a beautiful day to start a camp drive. Well, I gotta get to practice. There, now let's... Oh, some new hands. Sleeping. He shouldn't be sleeping. I should wake him up. Easy there, young, easy. I hear you're the new hand on my team. Thanks, Cookie. Oh, it's yours. Oh, it's Tex. My name's Tex. Pleased to meet you. Well, the trail ball says it's time to get going, so you ready?
Oh, I sure am. Finally found a job I can get. Sitting around all day watching cows.
What tarnation? We sitting around, we got work to do.
I am doing work. I've been here all day, and this is what everyone's been doing. Sitting around watching cows. Trying to get back to work.
No. That's crazy. You're gonna mule deer eating sassafras out of purple shoes.
What?
This is a cattle drive.
Cows can't drive. What are you talking about? Ooh, drop down.
No, buddy. No, that's a cattle drive. It's gonna take this whole herd on a long journey to their new home. Now, the trail boss wants you to handle the east side of the herd. Now, I'm not done to sit around. We got work to do.
Wait a minute. We have to move cows?
Yep.
Across the country?
Yep.
Out here in the middle of nowhere, away from TV, shopping malls, and video games?
Yeah. Ain't it great?
No, that's not great. This is awful. I don't think I'm the right person for this job. I don't know anything about herding cows. There's all kinds of things going wrong. What am I supposed to do out here? This is awful.
Calm down there, Spazzy. Now, the trail boss knows what we need to do to get where we need to go. He's got a plan, and he's given us everything we needed in case we come across any problems.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Well, what about the dark? It gets pretty dark out here now. What am I supposed to do for light?
Here. Here's your ring.
Huh. When? All right. But what about if a cow starts to run away? What am I supposed to do?
Here. The rope.
Huh. Yeah, well, that makes sense. But all right. Let's say I'm out there in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden I get hungry for an apple. An apple, that makes sense. You have apples. Maybe we'll have something a little more exotic like a banana. I meant to say I would be hungry for a banana. Bananas too. Bananas on a cattle drive. I think it's something really crazy that no one's eating. Oh no. Yeah. I meant a persimmon. We know what a persimmon is. Persimmon. Alright, I'll admit it. Now it's pretty impressive.
Yep. Trail boss gone to a lot of trouble playing for us.
Hold on a second, I'm not done.
What?
comes at us out of nowhere. And this hot air balloon is being controlled by a grumpy rhinoceros. And this rhinoceros demands that we give him all our spare bandana.
Now check that this goofy. Well, that's sillier than a bobcat making pancakes with a 2x4. And besides, we got spare bandanas. I think you just need to trust the trail boss and obey. Why? You want to be a cowboy, now come on in. Well, part of being a cowboy is trusting that the trail boss knows what he's doing. And if you trust that he knows what he's doing, you're going to obey him.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, it does look like it's going to a lot of trouble. Playing this trip out for us. I'll trust the trail.
Sounds good, boy. I like your style. Now, how you going to show that you trust him?
By being obedient.
And that means?
That I need to go get ready to handle the east side of the herd like the trail boss wants.
I'm proud of you, Jack 6. There's still one more thing you need to do.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, get
Okay, so it's I obey God because I what?
Trust him.
Trust Him. Okay, hey Kaylee. Let's see what's next. It might be the song next. If it's a song, I'll be Ernie in here. Because you're going to follow along.
It's time once again for a cow race.
Cow race. After the cow race.
Everyone pick the color cow.
Green.
Good win. Ready, cows? On your mark.
Green.
Get set. Go.
Go green. Hurry. Green. 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 Green.
Green. Oh, yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Green. 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 Green.
Yellow.
Green.
Yellow.
Green.
Yellow.
Green. Green. Go green. Go green.
Yeah! Austin and I got it! Woohoo!
Ernie, do you always choose green no matter what?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Has anybody ever seen a green cow?
No.
No. I obey God because I trust Him. Now I think next is our second song. And during this time I decided I was going to try to, because it's a really nice, powerful song, do the motions so you can follow along with me. I'll try to do them right, or make your own motions, or just sing. Okay? So I think if the song is next, Ernie.
No question for next.
Here it is. So scoot back. The words up here, and I will try to.
Your heart,
God because I trust Him.
Okay. We're going to see what's, I think next is our little small group activities.
Oh,
Yep, offering. Come on. Ballad. Okay. We know what small group is. So, we are going to play a game called Trust. Austin is going to be blindfolded. Ernie, want to walk with the camera with me. Austin, move your chair back there. So, since we're in a cowboy theme, I thought, what better thing to use than hats? Now, Austin, you might think, easy peasy, anybody can get around this. No problem, right? But there's a trick. Austin, not Miss Debbie, is going to be blindfolded. Now, why I'm blindfolded Austin, the trick is he is going to have to trust Ernie to give him instructions to get through. These are pretend traps. Austin, do you trust your dad?
Yeah.
That you will end. And also,
Okay.
oh, yeah, we don't need our glasses. when we're
Because he's
walking.
blindfolded, so
So,
I see nothing.
good.
you see nothing. So, here's the stick. So, hold on now, Austin.
I think it's
If
easy.
Anthony was here, he was going to do this too. Like I said, we really miss Anthony not being here. So,
Can I go?
what you do, trust and track. So, listen to Ernie's voice, Austin.
All right,
And
go.
he promises now, oh, stop. Now, Ernie, if you don't know Ernie, he never promises. But the words after do say, tell the boys and girls, you promise you will get them through the traps.
I promise I will try to get him through the traps.
So listen, you want to go all around each one.
All right, wait,
One
wait,
each row.
ready? All right, slowly go straight.
In case you
Now,
need these.
turn to the right.
This
Yep.
one?
The other way.
This one?
Yes, yep. Okay, stop.
Austin.
Go another step.
This one?
Yep. Okay, now go to the other way, to the left.
This one?
Yep. Careful, don't hit that hat. It's right behind you. Step forward.
One giant step, maybe.
Yep. Okay, now go to the left.
This one?
To the left. The other way.
To
Yep.
the left, to the
Yep.
left.
Another step. Another step to the left. The other way. The other way.
Let me help you out.
Okay. One more step. Okay. Now a giant step forward.
One over. Oh,
You made
good
it.
Job.
All
Let's
right.
see. Now, Austin.
Good
how-
job.
You put down. How was that, Austin?
It was easy.
Was it easy? Now, what do you think? What did you trust Dad? Did you trust your dad that he would get you through that?
Yeah.
Of
Okay.
course he did.
What in life do you think sometimes it's always easy to trust people?
No.
Yeah, people that we may not know, we may not trust totally, but
Done.
some people like our parents and our pastor and our Sunday school teachers, we trust. But most importantly, who should we trust most of all? 3 letters, G-O-D?
Grandma and
God.
God.
Grandma, she do. Grandma, yes, trust her grandparents. And God, absolutely. So remember, obey God because you trust Him. Now we're going to see this game that says, who said that? Who said that? So I'm going to pick the hats up real quick, and then I'm going to sit right back where I kind of did at the beginning, Ernie. And
Okay.
Austin, you want to grab a chair, you can. Okay. And this object of this game is, we heard a Bible story today, right? Do you think you remember the Bible story?
Yeah.
Do you think you can know who said what?
Pharaoh.
Now I'm going to read you some lines from today's Bible story. Now it's either going to be God said it or Moses said it. If you think you know the answer, raise your hand. Well, since it's only Ernie and Austin here, Ernie can play too. okay?
Woohoo! Is this a game?
It's a game.
Put your game face on! Woo!
Okay.
I love games.
He does. If you've been with us, you know everybody loves games. And you'll have to go back and see what the whole game face is, or let me know. I will tell you how to get to that. Anyway, so here we go. Who said this? Why isn't that bush burning up? Let's go see it.
Well, a burning bush told
Who
me
said
just
that?
the other day. Moses.
Moses. Remember, Austin, it's either going to be Moses or God. Let me know if anybody out there in cyberspace is answering too.
Nobody's answering.
No one's answering. It is a beautiful Friday afternoon, so.
All these people on here. Do you know the Robinson family's on there?
Hi, Robertson.
And Kaylee's on here, and Patton,
Hi,
and
hi,
Carol.
everybody. Oh, I miss everybody. Okay, who said this? Take off your sandals, for you're standing on holy ground. Guys, are you right?
Yes.
Shake your yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Who said this? I have certainly seen the impressions of my people in Egypt. I've heard their cries are in distress. God, wow. Good job, Austin. Who said this? Now go, for I'm sending you to Pharaoh. God again. Good job. Who said this? Who am I appear before Pharaoh? Who am I to appear before Pharaoh? Moses. Good job. This young man's not even getting prompts from his dad. Good job. I am who I am. God, good job. Oh, let's see who said this. What if they don't believe me or listen to me? Moses, that's right. What is that in your hands? Snake. Right. Oh no, what is that in your hand? Who said that, Austin? What is that in your hand? Yes, God said that. So remember our opening activity when I showed you the pictures of the fireplace, fire, the snake, the cane, the sandal. Was that it? Do you remember seeing those in the story? Y'all were supposed to find them in the story, did you? Good job. Okay. Bonus. What was in Moses' hand?
A snake.
At first it was a snake, but then it turned into what, Austin?
It was the stuff at
A
Staff.
staff. Good job. Who said this? I will be with you as you speak,
God.
and I will instruct you to say what you need to say.
God.
That's right. So do you think you think Moses trust God in all this? He did. You think it was easy? No. Lord, please send anyone else.
Moses?
Moses, because he was kind of scared at first. I mean, how would you think? Put yourself in Moses' shoes, boys and girls. Would you be brave enough to listen to God and go through all that? I'd be scared. I'd be scared to tell you the truth. I mean, I would probably do it because I want to trust God, but it would be scary. Because we all been in these scary situations before, right? Okay, last one. Aaron, will you be the spokesman to the people?
Moses.
Not Moses, but
God.
good job. Okay, you did all very great at remembering all that stuff. Very good, Austin. Very good, everybody at home. Now, I think we're going to go to our review. This is a little shorter series. I'll go ahead and say it first because this series is we use our stuff by Elevate, okay? And this is their very, very, very first series they ever did. So,
It's the first one you ever used, isn't it?
No,
No?
that's not the one. I used one kind of like that. I forgot what it was, but it wasn't this one. But Shipwreck was the last one they did in peak one. This is peak one. This is the first one in peak one. So that's why the things may not be, the graphics, the activities may not be as engaging as you get further on in the years because as you do more, you get more creative and things get livelier. But that opening song was pretty lively. If you missed it, you have to go back and see it. And Ernie's song. Okay, so
answer us some questions to get them back in there before they wander off and get in trouble. Now listen up, because here comes those questions.
Here we go. I'll read them. What was today's Bible story? Where was today's Bible story found? A, Exodus 1-2. B, Exodus 10-11. C, Exodus 3-4. Or D, Exodus 20 and 21. Say that loud.
C.
C. He said C. Anybody else say C?
Yes.
C. All right. C it is. Oh, I give it to you too. That's good.
There's one cow in.
One cow to go. Okay. I want a pink cow. That'd be really cool to get. Okay. Number 2. How did God speak to Moses? Was it A, from above? B, with a still small voice? C, in a loud, booming voice? Or D, from a burning bush?
Burning bush.
You write D, a burning bush. I think if I came across a burning bush that was talking, I'd be like, what in the world? D. Good job. What cow's going next? I said brown. Green. Nope. Wow. Magical. Wow. Okay. True or false? Moses didn't want to go to Egypt.
False.
Remember at first,
True.
he was scared. But he knew to trust and obey God because God would be with him. So the answer is A. I'm going to pick pink to go next.
Black.
Green.
Yeah, whoa! Flying cow! You don't see that every day, except in KidZone. Okay, next. How did God show Moses he would help him? Did he A, he gave Moses the ability to turn his snake into a staff, a staff into a snake, sorry. B, he told Moses he would give him the words to say. C, he sent Moses' brother Aaron to help him. Or D, all of the above.
D.
What is it?
D.
D.
D, all of the above. And the Robertsons are answering very good. D, right? All of the above. I love audience participation. I know it's not always easy though.
Okay.
I'm going to pick white. Black. Wow. That's a cyber cow.
Amazing.
It's amazing. You never know what's going to happen to kids over there. Okay, what can you do to find out God's plan for our lives? What can we do? A, pray, read our Bible, and go to church. I picked that one. B, ask our friends. That could be helpful. C, watch a bunch of movies. Or D, play video games.
A.
A, Austin says it's A. Pray, read our Bibles, and go to church. Austin, you're absolutely spot on. The Robertsons are spot on. Good job, everybody out there. Now, peach one. Now, my little kids would love this in KidZone. Whoa!
Impressive.
Impressive. Okay. Imagine your parents just caught you doing something you shouldn't. Now I know none of my KidZones would ever think about that. But imagine. How should you respond? A, lie to them. That way you won't get in trouble. B, blame your little sister. C, trust and obey God by telling your parents the truth. Or D, tell them to look over there and run
C.
away. C, trust and obey God by telling your parents the truth. And that can be so scary to admit you do something wrong, boys and girls. I know, we've all been there, and it's scary, but that is the best policy to deep breath, tell the truth. trusted and obey God. Austin, what would happen?
B.
B, it just says B. Let's see. A, everything would be great. B, we wouldn't have any problems. Don't think it's B. C, life would be easy.
C.
No. D, we never get to see God's plan for us.
D.
And life would be much harder. That's right. It's D. We got to trust God. Trust and obey God. It's D. Is anybody else out there say it's D?
Amy Robinson says D.
That is, I mean, hit by a cow. This should be our last one. Let's see. What is today's main point? What is today's main point? Austin, trust and obey God. A. B, I obey God because I trust Him. C, God wants me to trust and obey. D, God, obedience, trust. Now those are all excellent. They could all be it. But what is today? It is
E.
I obey God because I trust Him. That is today's main point.
That was a tough question.
That was a trick question.
Purple cow.
I wonder if it gives purple milk.
We've seen a purple cow restaurant before.
Oh, we did a purple cow restaurant.
What was it?
We did. I obey God because I trust Him. We did go to a purple cow restaurant. We did. So now, boys and girls, we're going to go back.
Have a show.
We're going to all sing a song together, the three of us. Make sure.
Closing song.
Also, you're going to have to get next to Dad.
Can I play?
Okay, hold on. Hope you can all see us. Here we go. Sing along at home if you want to. Grab your brothers, sisters, mother, and sing along with us.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling on till then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you until we meet again.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. And next week, same time, same place, week 2 on the trail. And hopefully we'll get another family up there.
We'll see you next week and hope you can join us for worship tomorrow at 10 o'clock. It's going to be another beautiful
Not tomorrow.
day.
Not tomorrow.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Right. And the topic is going to be logical love.
Logical love. So
Love.
find out what
Find out
that's
what
all
that's all
about and join us. God bless everybody.
God bless
See
you.
you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
No.
It's not cutting off.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
It's not cutting off.
Goodbye. Keep saying bye, Austin.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's not cutting off.